Okay, welcome to the Home Video Studio Monday conference call. Today, we are so fortunate to have our Studio Store of the Year owners on, Tina and Keith Bright of Lowell, Arkansas, who are our Studio Store of the Year owners. So, Keith and Tina and Keith, welcome to the Monday Vid Conference. How's it going?
Great.
Busy. It's we're starting to get into the cycle of getting a bunch at once, getting through those and going, oh, what are we going to do next? And then we get another bunch. So we're kind of in that cycle right now. We're super excited because in next month will be our first birthday there at the studio, our anniversary. Happened so fast, it doesn't seem like a year, but it has. We from the time I saw the ad on Facebook or the webinar to being with you the following week and jumping in, and just kind of when we did that, we realized our neighborhood would be a little difficult in and out, and Tina started looking for locations, and everything just played into place. Tina found a great location, and we worked there a month or so and got an opportunity to move into a bigger one. It's really starting to show. We're getting a lot of word of mouth, and so we were fortunate to find this location and have somebody that would fix it up for us. And it just really makes a great store and makes a great impression.
Well, first of all, let's explain where you're both at today. So, Tina, you're in your studio, correct? And you're in your studio store. And Keith, where are you? It looks like are you in a vehicle?
I am in the parking lot of a Love's truck stop in Choteau, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
On my way to Dallas. And if opportunity arises, I may just try and stop by Home Video Studio Dallas if they're available.
Oh, that would be great because two studios in the Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I've been a passion of mine has been photography for the last 50 or more years, and video and computers and everything. And it was just always I was always thinking that was something I would love to do, trying to figure out a way to monetize that. And like I said, I was just randomly, it showed up on my Facebook feed, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. And I actually put it on my calendar just to make sure I didn't miss it, and sat through it. And I sat through the webinar, and it really made a lot of sense. And I went to Tina, and I was like, this is really something I've dreamed about and something I think I would like to do. And that's where the discussion started.
Yeah.
And
so Keith is very frugal, and he doesn't make purchases just on the fly like that. He really thinks about it, thinks it through. And I know if this is something he was passionate about, that I knew that, I needed to support him. And so he called, we made the appointment with Robert to go see him. The initial,
show and tell.
The what?
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Yeah, very informative and impressed me a lot with the background and all the knowledge and the community that Robert described. It was awesome. So I started right in looking for office space. So we went around, looked at a bunch of office space, and this one the one next door came available. It was real small. Then we moved into this big one, and it just seemed like it's right in the middle of Northwest Arkansas. So people from the south and people from the north could come here and be able to physically see where their videos are going, and they seem to really like that here in this area. So and then we got this place, fixed it up, and it looks really nice. You guys, would love for you guys to come see the store sometime. We'd love to have you. But we had our grand opening in last October. Robert and Chris Moen came and got us all set up, and we had the grand opening with the Chamber of Commerce, October 21st last year, I think it was. And
ribbon cutting.
Yeah, with the ribbon cutting, the mayor came, the Chamber of Commerce. We actually had some customers, our first customers, bring in some jobs.
They were 4 hours away. We had actually run into them at so one of our things we do is we go to local events, 4th of July Fest. This was the Hispanic community
Celebration.
celebration. And so some folks from actually northeast Arkansas were there, and they literally drove up from northeast Arkansas for this several hours away. And
Yeah.
and it was not a small order. It was several $100s. So
Yeah, they brought in like 40 tapes or 45 tapes or something like that. Yeah, it was good. It was a nice, good start. But yeah, before we even opened, we hit the festivals. We went to a festival down south and set up a booth and kind of spread out like some tapes and films and things, and had some visuals there for them to look at. And we took pictures, and just to get our name out there, get people know that we're up here in Northwest Arkansas. So we did 2 of those before we even opened. And then been going to some Chamber of Commerce events, and I went to kind of scoping out some of the networking opportunities here.
it has come back and paid off, though. Like the city of Lowell called us and asked us if we'd been in their Christmas parade.
Yeah.
That we seemed very enthusiastic, and we actually had magnets made for the truck and decorated the truck and had our daughter in a teddy bear suit in the back of the truck and
With
waving. And
yeah.
we were more popular than Santa Claus because you hear little kids screaming teddy bear, and so we were tossing out candy. Yeah, no, so I'm a food scientist, so I develop food products for retailers, restaurants over my career. And so it's a product development, so it's a creative aspect thing of it. And one of the things we did that really I was able to bring my photography and electronics and all of that into it was doing packaging photos and creating, the what they call the glamour shots for the front of the packaging. So and I currently review all of those for anything that goes to shelf. So it's I like but not, because I get to do creative stuff, but it's all food based. So
Yeah, and I worked at major retailers. I worked in the poultry industry for about 11 years, and then I moved over, got my associate's degree, started doing retail, and I did mostly supply chain and inventory management for yeah, I can say it right, for a major retailer.
And for you too, this is meant to be a retirement business, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like
definitely.
During our retirement, and something fun. We love the videos, love seeing people's faces when they see the videos. It's very heartwarming and very fulfilling.
do you
Yeah,
feel
it's
like,
been many. Go ahead.
well, do you feel like you've got a new purpose in life?
Yes.
Yes. And the biggest part, what Tina was talking about, is like there's been several occasions that we've had somebody bring in a box of 30 tapes, and they're like, I don't even know what's on this. I think some of these were my kids when they were little. And can we just see a couple of minutes of one? And it's like, at that time it was fine. We could. And we popped it in there, and it was her children when they were toddlers. And she's like, started tearing up. She says, yeah, just do them all, or we had a gentleman who's does our electronic repairs. His mother was in hospice, and they had 3 videotapes with
Yeah.
it, and they wanted to try and get them like the next day, and we were able to make that happen. But we saw him the few weeks later when we picked up some equipment, and he was like, thank you very much. My mother passed away, but we were all able to sit and watch those videos with her, and she was telling us who was who, and was happy and laughing. So it meant a lot to them. He said he thinks that helped them get a lot of closure.
She passed away within 2 weeks of him bringing the tapes to us, so it was great. We were able to get it turned around.
Yeah, so we're really seeing that kind of thing. A lot of people, whether it's quinceaneras or weddings or just grandma, grandpa, it's really like you said. We're helping people preserve memories, and it's really exciting to be a part of that.
But Keith, what were you thinking when we announced that you were Studio Store of the Year, what went through your mind? What was that like? And Tina, how did you react when you heard about that news?
Well, Robert, I was honestly pretty surprised because, when you started talking about, how when we came to visit, we already had it picked out and everything. And honestly, it didn't even dawn on me. It's not even been a year yet. It just feels more, and I was very surprised, but very grateful. It's, we, from the get-go, we said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it, right for us. It's not right to have a store for everybody, but for us, it worked out. And so that was our goal, and we were able to hit that. And it was nice to be acknowledged for that.
Yeah. Yeah. You go through this, you don't really expect to get any type of award like that, but it's very nice and reaffirming that we're on track doing what we're supposed to be doing. So we really appreciated the acknowledgement. I'll tell you the advice: don't be afraid to reach out to the network. The other home video studio owners are just wonderful about sharing knowledge. They're not shy. There's no people wanting to outdo the other. Everybody is so supportive. And if you ever have any questions, there's always, everybody's out there. Robert, he has a lot of knowledge and background, but when he's, busy, we're not shy about reaching out to the other studio owners.
As we've grown through this, a lot of folks, especially Chad, has really helped us. And, when we run into a wall, they kind of help us, move us, and point us the other direction. So
yeah, Chad,
we've had a lot of help.
Yeah, we have had a lot of help. Yes, we're not shy about reaching out.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
We feel blessed that you're part of the home video studio family.